Hello. My name's Sam and welcome to my channel SEWCIAL with Sam, and today it's Monday. So, yeah, there's been a bit of delay on this week's weekly catch-up. I was totally meant to film this on Friday. Friday just got away with me. I had a lovely day. I just wasn't left with any time for filming, so here we are at 7:20 a.m. on a Monday, and I'm hoping to get this filmed and edited and up before I start my Social Sparkle session at 10 o'clock. So let's go. Right, so I've had a lovely week. I've got lots to show you. I've got some finished projects. I've got some progress projects. I've got some finished whips. Woohoo, go me. I have got a little haul and a little bit of kind of life stuff. So yeah, that's what I've got for you today. So strap yourself in, make yourself a cuppa, and yeah, come along. Keep it sparkly. So let's start with the strong and satisfying makes, shall we? So a couple of the things. Oh, before I start, so I am wearing a starry toaster today. And the reason I'm wearing this is I'll pop a video here of me full length, is that I'm wearing it with the sofa pants. So the sofa pants are a pair of comfy, cozy, lazy trousers. They were created for the Weekend Sewing Club. So that is a club, a subscription pattern club that is the brainchild of the lovely Sarah from My Handmade Wardrobe. And she has asked me to do a monthly session for her club. And yesterday was my first one, which was the sew along for the lace pants. And I made this pink French terry pair, which I absolutely love. I'm embracing pink at the moment. And yeah, I made this pink French terry pair from some gorgeous French terry that I bought from the lovely Andrea up beyond the pink door. And I have to say, when it first came through the post, I was thinking, oh, this is a bit thinner than I was expecting. And then I put it in the wash and something magical happened. And I'm telling you now, it is the nicest, softest, most gorgeous thing to wear on your legs. I mean, it's just so lovely. Yeah, and beautiful quality, and it's sewn up just absolutely lovely. And I sewn it up with a lovely bunch of ladies yesterday, so that was really good fun. There will be another one coming up in February, and if you want to sign up for February's Weekend Sewing Club, I'll put all the details below because there's a little bit of a discount code for you. If you want to sign up, there's a code that you can use. And next month is a lovely basic, and I have made a little sample up here, and it's a little rib knit roll neck top. So as you can see, that will come in really handy. I have got pictures of me wearing it, which I will pop up later in the video. But as you can see, it's just a little bog standard basic. It is a little I need a lint brush. It's a little bit hairy because you'll see what it's been sitting with in a little while. But yeah, it's a lovely simple top, and I can see this being a really handy one. So you do need to sign up before the 31st of January to sign up for the February make. So as I said, look down below, see what you think. The other thing that I made this week, there's another pair of sofa pants. So in case you were wondering, Sam, do you like this pattern? The answer is most definitely yes. And I made these. I mean, if these aren't a bit of me, just explain to me what is, because I don't know. So one of the adaptions that you can do, Sarah's patterns are always really good. They're never just a one thing though. You can always add something, embellish it, make it different. The February one for the pullover, she talks about using lettuce hems and kind of all sorts of things. For the sofa pants, she talks a lot about trims and piping. So I just had to add some sparkly sequins. And as you can see, my little rosy cheeks label here, creativity never goes out of style, just goes perfectly with the black French terry. And I'm really sorry, but I cannot remember where I got this French terry from. And this kind of sequin trim. This sequin trim, It was a little bit tricky to put on because what I hadn't realised is that the sequins go, like if you push them one way, they go one way, and if you push them the other, they go the other way. And I was trying to kind of sew in the edge there, and of course my machine foot was just pushing the sequins in different directions. But got there in the end, and I think I've done a fairly good job of making them straight. I have got a picture of me wearing them. I'll pop them up, and I love them. I absolutely love them. And what I decided to do is I decided to do the sequin on one side and not on the other. So it's kind of like party, Serious Sam, you know? Because sometimes comfy doesn't have to be boring, does it, you know? So yeah, love those. The other thing that I finished this week, I actually finished, not this Saturday, the Saturday before, but obviously you haven't seen those because I've not been on for over a week, so I do apologise. I did finish a whip. So I have got a whip to put on for the whip challenge, which I'm very excited about. And I finished this. So this was a jumper that I self-drafted. I absolutely love it, but I had not put the cuffs on. So I did a lovely cuff that is from Waves and Wild. It's the thumbs up cuff. One of my subscribers said that it did, one of the ladies that were on Social Sparkles did say that it did look a little bit like bandages when it was on, I suppose, with being white. So I am going to be on the lookout for some blue ribbing, like, you know, a remnant or something that I see, just in case this white doesn't stay very white. Because I was talking to my lovely friend Debs of Debs Made This, and what she does is she just whips, when the cuffs get mucky, she just whips them off and puts a new one on. And I'm thinking, actually, this could very much happen for this one. So yeah, but I finally got something that I can post on the 31st of January to say that I've finished that whip. So that's great. And in fact, I've got 3 things. Let's pop that over there. That's what was making my sofa pants all fluffy. It's very fluffy. So I finally finished this cushion. It's just a really simple piped cushion. Took me like less than 20 minutes to finish, but it's finished. Got a zip in the bottom, and I've got a lovely soft comfy cushion for people to sit on in the studio. And then this was the other one. This was a kit from Flying Bobbins, Liz at Flying Bobbins. And yeah, and I've had so many comments on this one. I think I might need to see if I can get some more of this panel and perhaps make some more. But yeah, so I got that finished as well. So I was very pleased with myself. So where am I with my current projects? So my main current project at the moment is my magnolia dress for Plymouth Frocktails, because it's coming so fast. It's going to be February on Sunday because it's Mr. Sparkle's birthday on Sunday, and it's the 1st of February. And Plymouth Frocktails is literally the first week in March. So I'm very aware February is a short month. I've not got long to go. So I'll pop a picture up here of my progress so far. All I have done is I've made 3 toiles. So the first toile I did on my body measurements, and I realised that wasn't going to work. So I've done another one where I've graded. I won't go into details of sizes and measurements and stuff until once I'm kind of happy with my toile and I've done it in viscose or something similar to what I'm going to make the dress in. Then I will do a more details video, because I know that you like that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm not entirely sure what the finished is going to be. But I have been working on that, working in the background, and that's been taking up quite a lot of my time. So yeah, the other thing that I've been working on is I've got a couple of other whip projects. I'm still working on my recital shirt. I haven't made much progress, but I do keep getting it out and kind of, you know, little by little getting that done. And yeah, so I'm just been screwing away working with those. I have got another project that I have made a start on, but I'm filming that as a separate kind of vlog. So you'll find out more about that very, very soon. Okay, so what's been coming into my studio? Labels. Labels have been coming into my studio. So I don't know why I bought, well, I do know why I bought them. I bought them because they're gorgeous. So these came up on my feed somehow from the lovely Emma, who is Studio 77. And I love her. I love her boxes. I used to have her bag maker's box, but I just wasn't using what was in it. And then the lovely Tamlin was sharing, in fact, she always shares her box on the vlog, but when she came over, she had some of the labels that she put in her bag that she was making for a test. And I just thought they were absolutely gorgeous. So I just couldn't help myself. And I bought myself a pack of these. And they are just absolutely gorgeous. And they say, yep, I'm pretty on the inside too. And I can't wait to put those in some of my makes, because I do try and make an effort to make things pretty on the inside. So yeah, and then made with love, not perfection. And yeah, I think that's really important message. And I might save some of these to give to some of my students when things don't go to plan, because you've made it with love, and that's good enough for me. So I thought they were absolutely gorgeous. And then Adam, my lovely friend Adam from Adam Sews, he's gone and done it again, hasn't he? He's gone to bought out some more labels that I couldn't resist. So I bought these, and the main reason that I bought them was for this one here, and it says multiple cups of tea made this, and that is so true for most of my makes. And then the other one says, are you a good stitch or a bad stitch? And then it says, a warm quilty hug from me to you. I mean, I'm not quite sure where I will use the quilty ones, because I'm not really much of a quilter, but it's always nice to have, that label for the special occasion. So yeah, love those. And then I've got a little fabric haul for you. Now I haven't done a fabric haul for ages, because I haven't bought a lot of fabric, because I'm trying to be good, and I'm trying to just mindfully buy the things that I need and not just buy all the pretty things, However, after the Social Sparkle, the WIP Social Sparkle last week, people were talking about cloth kits, because one of the lovely ladies was making a little dress, and the cloth kits was like over 40 years old, or was it exactly 40 years old? It was old. And we were kind of reminiscing about cloth kits and stuff, and I was like, I haven't even looked on there for a while. So, and then of course, like the way the algorithms work, when you're talking about it, your phone listens to you, and then all of a sudden I was getting adverts for cloth kits, and they had a sale on. So, they had a sale on. I had to buy some fabric, but it was really good that I looked on, because there was quite a few things that I had been looking for a while, and they were heavily reduced. Nearly everything was 50% or more off. So I was really, really pleased. So the first one will be a no-brainer to any of you why I bought this. It is a lovely denim chambray, and it has stars on. They had 2 meters left. I got the final 2 meters. I'm going to put my Zoe dress pattern pieces on it. Now the Zoe dress needs 2.5. I'm going to put it on because it is quite wide, and just see if I can get the Zoe dress out of it. If not, it will be a shirt to wear with my dungarees, because, well, yeah, why not? None of this fabric has been washed yet, so I'm hoping to get it all prepped, overlocked, while I'm doing my social sew this morning, because that's a good thing to do, kind of prep all your fabrics. The next one was this lovely wool boucle. Is it boucle or is it boiled wool? It might be boiled wool. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's black. And I wore in my was it my last video or the video before, I wore my lovely kind of vest. It is an I Am Courage pattern, which unfortunately has been discontinued, but I do still have the pattern. And I also have got a few other patterns for those kinds of vest tops that I want to try. And it is my birthday coming up soon, and I have asked for another couple of patterns that might come in useful for this one, just to make a couple of slipovers. I love black. I wear a lot of black and colours together, and I just thought this would be a nice kind of little warm layer. So that's that one. I'll try and be quick and get through these. And then this one, I just couldn't resist. I've been trying to find something like this for the longest time. This is a tencel. It's this lovely kind of, I call this like a charcoal denim colour. You know, like back in the day, your kind of black denim jeans always used to kind of go this colour, and it almost looks sparkly. It's a gorgeous weight fabric. It's got quite a lot of stability. It's not see-through. But it's got that lovely drape to it. And what I want to do is I want to make an Alexa shirt, the Atelier Jupe Alexa shirt. I've got 2.5 meters, which is more than enough for an Alexa shirt, because I want a plain black but dressy shirt that I can put, you know, kind of statement buttons on, and statement buttons on the cuff, so that I can wear it with kind of, you know, funky trousers and stuff. But I think a black shirt is something that everybody needs in their wardrobe. And I've got a ready to wear black shirt that I go for all the time, but I haven't got a me-made black shirt. So yeah, as soon as I saw that fabric, that was in my basket quicker than you can say cloth kits. And then this is very heavy. So those of you who've been watching my channel for a while will know that I've been on the lookout for some really good denim. I've been on the lookout for some denim to recreate a pair of ready-to-wear jeans that I've had for a while, and I've just not been able to find the right denim. Now, I did see this on Cloth Kits when it was full price, but I just couldn't justify it. And then it went down, and it was only £6 a metre. So then it just went in my basket. I've got 3 meters, which will be absolutely plenty for me. I probably only need 2, but I just wanted to make sure that I had enough. And I can always use denim to make a matching bag, that kind of thing. It's a gorgeous weight. It's 14 ounces. It's the perfect colour. It's exactly the same colour as my original jeans, my fat face jeans. And yeah, so all I need to do now is kind of wash them. And I think I've got the perfect pattern, which is the Merchant Mills Heroin jeans. I've made a toile in it and I'm pretty happy with the fit. So yeah, I just need to get on with those. But I'm a little bit afraid of washing this denim because, well, it's heavy. There's a lot of it. And, you know, denim can be a bit of a tricky beast, but I've got lots of tips under my belt, so I'm gonna get onto that. Maybe not straight away because I've got lots of other things I want to do first, but I do want to do those quite quickly because they're gonna make a pair of jeans, and I wear jeans a lot. So the last thing that I got was, it's a little bit frivolous, this one, but it was in the sale. So, and it's this. It was quite expensive even in the sale. It's an absolutely gorgeous fabric. It's like a linen cotton. I'm trying to see who it's by. Let me see if I can show you the selvage. There we go. And I just really love it. And I want to make myself a handbag. I think it's gonna be the crescent tote, the noodle head crescent tote. It could be something else. Answers on a postcard if you think, you know. But I just love it. I love monochrome. I love those colours. I just couldn't resist it. So yeah, it went in the basket. So that's the little mini haul. So I was going to go on to a little life update, but I've just remembered I've got one more thing that I wanted to show you. So I have on my website, I have a little haberdashery shop where you can buy my kits and a few sewing tools and needles and those kinds of things. And I also have some tutorials on there. and I also have a blog, and I try and do kind of at least once a month a blog. And I have put one up recently. In fact, it's going to go, I think it's scheduled to go up today, on jeans and kind of hemming jeans. You know, that thing that you're asked to do by your friends and family that you always kind of dread because it's a bit tricky. So I've put a blog up there with my top tips. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek. It's a bit of a fun read. So please go on there and have a little look if if you feel like a fun 3 minutes with a cup of tea. But where it came from was my lovely daughter's boyfriend bought me his jeans. As you can see, they're brand new, and they just needed to be taken up a tiny bit. I think he was just worried that they were just dragging a little bit. So I have done that. The only thing that I need to do is I need to just pull these threads through to the back and knot them and then give them a press, and they're all finished. But yeah, so if you want to find out more of the details, then please go over to my website and read my blog, because I had real fun doing that. I love writing. It's something that I used to do a lot and I don't do so much anymore. Yeah, so that was fun. So there we go. Life, what's happening now? I have got plans for this week, but I'm not going to share too many of them with you. Ooh, I know. You're just going to have to come and see me next week, whenever that video might come out. Who knows? Maybe on Friday, maybe on Saturday. Who knows? My life is busy. But yeah, I've got some lovely plans, but they're all a bit secret squirrel, which is fun. But I will just update you on my lovely baby sparkles. So Joe is still in Utah. He's at the Sundance Film Festival. He's having a lovely time. He is he's assistant manager of one of the little theatres there for the duration of the film festival. He's a bit tired. I think he's, burning the candles at both ends, which is what you do when you're 26. But he's having a lovely time, and he wanted to thank you for all of the lovely comments, because he does read my kind of, comments and things. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, he's having a lovely time. And yeah, so I will leave you there. I hope that you've had some lovely time to sew this week. I hope your Monday is beautiful and sparkly. Thank you so much. I do want to thank you all for all of your lovely comments. I have had a small flurry. My subscribers seem to be coming kind of slower than they normally do. I don't know whether that's the same for everybody, but I have had a small flurry of new subscribers, which I am eternally grateful for. So don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps me out. And yeah, just remember, don't forget to sparkle. Keep it sparkly, folks. Bye for now.